what do you do when you've no idea what to do next? And all of your experience in life, it's all based on replicating what you already know. And if you know that you want to do something different, how do you work out what to do? Welcome to Profoundly Silly Wisdom. I'm setting up this channel for women approaching or in their mid-age. I'm not calling it middle-age because that's just so depressing and it's got negative connotations. So we're mid-age who are going through a spiritual awakening. Now, you may not call it a spiritual awakening. You might call it a major life transition, a call to authenticity, a dark night of the soul if it's particularly trying. So any of those kinds of things. But basically, it's that situation where you're looking at your life and somehow it doesn't fit who you feel like you are on the inside. You may be asking that sort of question, is this it? And that might make you feel guilty, because you may have children, husband, partner, or whatever, lots of friends or a great job, and you think, oh, well, I shouldn't be feeling this way. So if that's you, then this channel is for you. Welcome again. So as you've probably worked out, that's my situation now. I don't have children, but sort of the last 18 months, I basically quit my job. I kind of knew, because this had been building for quite a few years, that when I quit, I wasn't just quitting my job, I was quitting my career. I knew that I'd been doing work that wasn't really fulfilling, that wasn't aligned with my authentic self. So I resisted that for as long as possible because I had no clue what I was going to do next. Now, a few other things hit me at the same time, which is how the universe sort of shoved me out of the nest. So yeah, an apartment I was supposed to be buying fell through. It was a lovely apartment, and I thought, this is it. My life is finally coming together. The job I quit was the job that I really thought I wanted. I thought, oh, this is really me getting some traction in my career finally. A few things happened in my personal life. I also managed to get COVID. Yay! So it all hit at once, and I just realised that I can't ignore this voice and this question anymore. So I basically took the plunge, or I was shoved out the nest, however you want to see it. So basically the question that I've sort of been attempting to answer over the last 18 months particularly is, what do you do when you've no idea what to do next? And all of your experience in life, and you may have considerable experience, if you're a middle-aged woman, then, you've got some experience under your belt, but it's all based on replicating what you already know. And if you know that you want to do something different, how do you work out what to do? So that's the question that I've been facing. It sort of comes down to two things, really. It comes down to a bit of myth busting. Basically, we're programmed to live the way that we live, and that's why we sort of get separated through our programming, through conventional wisdom, to live a certain way, and that's why we can sometimes get stuck, because we're not taught to tune in. So there are a few myths that we have to bust, beliefs that we have that aren't actually true. But there's also the intuition. How do we learn if we've never been taught? How do we learn to tune in to our own intuition, to our own deeper wisdom or authentic self, whatever you want to call it? We need to learn to tune in so that we can make decisions based on who we really are, not who we've been told we should be. And so the purpose of this channel is twofold: to share what I've learned, to help you bust the myths, and also share the tools that I've been using to tune into my own intuition so that we can make decisions with clarity and confidence. So yeah, if that sounds like you and it sounds like it'll be useful, then please subscribe. The other reason for me setting this up is that I realised, it's been, I'm not going to lie, it's been a pretty isolating experience of, deep, intense sort of inner focus. And And it would have been so much easier if there was someone from the beginning who just knew, who understood what I was going through. So if that sounds like you, then subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side.